2 years ago, I was looking other artists, I was looking other producers. I was asking to myself, yo, why is this dude getting so much numbers? Why is this dude getting so much fame? Why are his songs making so big numbers? And I mean, his music is not better than mine. That music is trash. Why does he have big numbers? Why is he? I was thinking all the time thinking, what did I'm doing wrong? I'm doing something wrong, I don't know what. I'm working harder than no one. I was constantly on the studio, thinking and thinking over and over again. Same questions. And I was so lost. I was so lost because I didn't know what was the problem. I was making the same questions over and over again, thinking, why is this dude making more numbers than me? All the time, frustrated with myself. Until I started to understand what was happening. Because I was working very strong. I was working very hard. I was working hard, to be honest. But I was missing the most important things. Because your music can be good. I mean, good music is always gonna work better than bad music, of course. But that's not all. That's not everything, because you gotta have a system. And I had no idea what was happening with my music. I knew I had something. I knew I could. I had faith on myself. Faith. I believed in me. Like, I knew that I was gonna make it. It just was a matter of time. But you know, sometimes it's not just about hard work. It's about hard work on the right direction. I don't know if this happens to you. Well, if you click this video, you're still listening this. I know that for sure that you got something wrong there. Numbers are not coming. Labels are not calling. You're chasing labels. And the problem is very simple. I was all the time thinking what was the solution to this. Then I found the problem. I fixed it. 2 years later, I started a new account, a new Spotify account profile. My name is LILLO. Back then I was Angelillo. In Spanish, I'm a Spanish producer, artist. And look, in 3 songs I managed to make almost, this month we're gonna get to 1 million streams with really very low budget. I don't chase labels. I don't go after them. I just build a system that works for me, and I'm gonna show it to you, okay? The system I'm using is very simple. But first thing is, you gotta believe that is gonna happen. That's possible. The second thing, you gotta stop working 13, 15 hours only producing your music, bro. You got good music. Let's move on to the next step. Don't be trying to go to the. You're trying to go to the next step without thinking what's the next step. Now you're gonna know the next step, okay? So you gotta change the thought, the system you got in your head, and you gotta change it by this one. This system is gonna make you not only get streams, but get a future vision of yourself, of what do you need to do, and who do you need to become. Because this is about that. You need to know that you're gonna suffer becoming that person, but everything has a price. You gotta pay the price for it. And you know, we don't have the same price. Everyone has a different price to pay. You gotta know what are your goals. But look, I would say you're not making the correct moves, because well, you're producing only music. But it's not about only producing music. You gotta build your career. You gotta build your artist. How do you do that? How do I create a career? How do I create my artist, my producer? Well, you gotta post content. Everyone has to see you, right? If you're on your studio, you're working by yourself there. Nobody knows what you're doing. You know your music is really good, but who knows it? You gotta promote your music, create content. Fast way, multiply times 10 your content creation. If you're creating 0, then it's not worth it multiplying by times 10. So you gotta start creating content daily. You gotta start spending money on your business, because if you don't spend money on your business, someone is gonna come and spend it on you. And that happened to me because I was looking at other artists, other producers, and some of them, I was looking to the independent ones, and I said to myself, why is this guy independent? How is he doing it? How can I reach that spot? Look, hard work pays off, but you gotta work on the right things. I say it again, very important. You don't want to make this video. You don't want to create content. Oh, but this dude made it without content. Look, this one. He never posted a TikTok. Bro, it's 2026. It's the social media era. You gotta do something there. At least you don't have even to show your face. You can create content with AI, with your music, and you can be intelligent and do it also. I would say it's better to show your image. Look, I don't show my face, but this is my image. I'm wearing no shirt. And you gotta find what suits you best, okay? Look, this is my second video, and you don't know how many videos I'm gonna make. I don't even know, but I'm gonna turn crazy making videos, showing to you who I am, showing you my music, letting the world know who I am. And I'm sure that's gonna happen because I'm gonna pay the price. I'm gonna do everything I can do, and you have to do the same if you wanna get there, bro. You gotta stop being afraid of everything. Stop being afraid of making that video, of speaking to the camera. Stop being afraid of what others are gonna think about you. Others are thinking about others are thinking what are others thinking about them. So it's nonsense to be thinking about others. You gotta think inside. You gotta look inside you, bro. You gotta trust on that. And things are gonna come easily. There's a time where when you start doing it, things come easy. They come easy, you just gotta do them. It's like, you know what you gotta do? You just gotta do it. And when you don't do it, bro, when you don't do it, it's tough because it's like procrastinating. You know you gotta do it, you're still not doing it, you're gonna feel bad with yourself. Your energy is gonna fall. So I will make another video talking about energy, how you gotta protect your energy. Michael Jackson said this many times. It's not a coincidence. So build a system around you. Very important to build a system around you. There's no one explaining in music business. I don't know what's happening on YouTube. Like I try to research this stuff. I don't see it anywhere. Everyone tells you you gotta build your brand. It's not only about building your brand. It's about spending the money you gotta spend. It's about fixing your energy you're giving out to the world. Because everything you give out is gonna come back. So be careful. And it's about believing in yourself, as we all know, that's everyone says that. Believe in yourself. How many people do believe in themselves? So create that system, build a career, make everyone know, multiply times 10 your content, your music, your network. Everything is gonna make you a big artist, okay? You gotta think as a big artist. You gotta shoot for the moon, aim for the stars. Right? Okay. And that's it. I think that's the most important stuff to build your career. Let me know in the comments if this helped you, if you wanna know more about this. And I invite you to follow me also on my social medias. On Spotify, I'm gonna leave you a link so you can check my stuff. And I hope this find you well and this help you. Peace.